Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we're fast approaching the 400 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you're watching this video that you've subscribed to me. Let's try and break this 400 mark so we can head on upwards. So today's video is going to be a short update video on what's happening with Alpha Capital, so make sure you stick around to learn more. So here we are on my dashboard at the moment. I'm building out this. Some of you are probably aware from my previous videos. I do this for daily return video, my earnings per day. Obviously I'm starting to change it a bit more to make it a bit more manageable for myself. Quickly you can see obviously my earnings per day, earnings per week. This updates obviously as soon as I update this figure here. Total earnings from platforms that I've been involved in. You can see Prosperity Gem Ventures is obviously the leader here. This is probably one that I'm most interested in, what I built out. I'm using it through Google Scripts and all that it tracks the actual balance of contracts. So yield or Alpha Capital at the moment, this is only tracking the BUSD at the moment. I'm going to eventually be implementing obviously whatever other tokens it has, BNB, Matic and USDC. So I aim to eventually have this, so I'll have this sheet open most of the day, and I get live updates every I have it set at the moment every 4 hours because I'm editing it, but I can have it that it updates it often for me, so there's no more jumping from BSC scan and going through the contracts, making sure contracts look good. If I'll see these starting to increase or drop whenever, if it does happen. So it's just an extra step to hopefully stay ahead of what's happening in contracts. So enough about that, I suppose. We're going to jump straight over to Alpha Capital. So the big news probably that they announced today was they're setting the deposit limit is being raised one last time. So this has been happening over the last, since they started really. It's been raised as it gets closer. However, now they've come to the decision that it's going to be hard capped at 5 million. So pretty much as soon as this figure over here hits the 5 million, this is obviously all contracts. So as soon as we hit 5 million, that's it. They're shutting the doors for any new investors. And the only way for this to ever go higher than that now will be to the current investors will be able to compound. So if you're invested in it, then you don't need to really worry about it. You just be able to compound into it. You won't be able to deposit fresh funds into it. I like this approach anyway, because I think it's a bit more sustainable over the longer term, and it's not a case of keep increasing it, that they're eventually trading with large amounts of money. That obviously 5 million is a large amount, but if we're getting to 20s and 30s and 40 millions, then it probably adds a lot of pressure, a lot more pressure. And I think if it can be a bit more sustainable, sticking at around 5 million and obviously compounding for the current investors, it'll be a great benefit towards the whole project in general. Also to note, so here towards the end of the month we'll also migrate to a new contract. So again, we don't need to worry about this. It's all going to be done from the team in the back end. Exactly the same as this one, only with these differences. No new investors accepted, so that'll be implemented into the contract, that they can literally stop new investments. Existing users can compound even if the max limit is reached. So again, if we hit 5 million tomorrow morning and the new contract and all that comes out and 5 million is hit, then it means that no one else new can get into the project. However, if you're invested in it, you can still compound into the project and grow your balance over compounding. And then can withdraw to another address from the contract in case address gets compromised. Again, that's good to have. I know a lot of people accounts do seem to get compromised, so it's something to be careful with when you're using your account, when you're connecting. And again, like I always say, a ledger wallet goes a long way to helping protect it. And implement a max deposit limit for each user again, so it's not a case that one user is able to deposit 20 or 30 or 40 massive amounts, and it could be a drain on the project in general. And then the next one is we're still debating about which fee model we should choose after we stop new investors. So obviously fees at the moment come from deposits. I think a good way to do that maybe would be to have any claim and any compound. Is obviously a small fee comes out of it, either or for the trade, or do a profit share and split maybe, that X% goes to the team for fees and stuff like that, but then that's it pretty much. Or if it's the case they make, I don't know, $1 million in profit, then just say 10% of that goes to the team, or whatever the case may be. So it's in their interest to keep trading and growing. Obviously, the more they trade, the more profit they make, the more profit we make. So, I think something like that could possibly be done. So if we're looking at my own dashboard here, I know I've had some questions in our comments on videos I've done over the last couple of weeks on Alpha Capital, that why is my one showing higher. I'm talking to the trader on the team. It's pretty much a bug on my end. It's cached still. I'm after clearing the cache and all that, but it's still coming up as a 1.48%. However, the correct amount is obviously this one here. So this is 1.18%. So it's something to note for myself that I'm not earning the 10.50 a day. I'm earning, I think it's 8 something a day. So I'm going to try and see, can I get this to update pretty much to the proper one. I was wondering why my unclaimed rewards are 60 and this should have been much higher, but obviously I'm at a lower percent. So again, I'm not earning the 10.54. I'm earning something like $8.20 or $8.40. So when I calculated it based on the 1.18%, I'm bang on where it should be. So so that's pretty much a short, quick update on what's happening with Alpha Capital. Again, I'll be doing another video shortly on it, of claiming and stuff like that. So keeping an eye on the contract values, keeping an eye on this 5 million mark now. Obviously that's going to be the big point, and like as I said, keeping an eye on contract balances. It's it's always good to know. So just to see, like, if we have 312,000 in the contract for BUSD, and then here it is 312,000 as well. So look, that's pretty much it for the short update. I don't think there was much more happening news wise. Obviously the deposit structures changed a little bit. The BUSD, it is mentioned, I don't know if it's here in another comment, that if they reach 5 million and it's maxed out on one, and it's not, sorry, if it reaches, just say we're maxed out on BNB and there's still room to go up to the 5 million, they may remove from, say, the matches side and add more to BNB, because obviously there's more demand there. So that's the one thing to note for that. Again, won't be going past the 5 million mark. So look, that's pretty much it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Comment if you're involved in Alpha Capital. What's your experience with it so far? And I hope everyone has a great day, and thanks very much for taking the time and watching it. Thank you. Bye.